Hello guys! It's time to do another unboxing, and it's an unboxing recording. Let's do it, cause I have here a Severin Black Friday box, but before we go that, let's check out a couple of other things that I have got. So this came from Huuto.net, which you might remember that's a Finnish eBay, so to speak. So whoa, hey, we got a great packaging here. I mean, this is very well packaged. Alright, so this comes in a very good packaging. So what could be this valuable that it has to be in this kind of a plastic wrapping? Let's see. Okay, I don't know in what kind of a mental disorder I was in, but Resident Evil includes all 6 films. Holy shit. I vaguely remember watching part 1. Maybe I have seen parts of part 2, but I have absolutely never ever have I watched parts 4 to 6. But I think now I've gotta do that, because here is the 4K Ultra HD box of all 6 Resident Evil films, so I can do Ultra HD review for my Finnish channel. And hey, by the way, I have released some of these reviews with automatic subtitles also I have shared them within the Video Talk community tab. So now let's talk about Resident Evil. They are directed by Paul Anderson, and they are all, as far as I know, starring Milla Jovovich. So, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 discs, so every one of these films are in their own 4K Ultra HD disc. And no, we don't have Blu-rays at all in this box. We don't need that shit, because we got the 4K Ultra HD. So I am really looking forward to start this odyssey with these Resident Evil films. Hey. Alright, hey. Last time I talked to you about the British social science fiction. Here is something that I have been looking forward to seeing a long time. I was in the understanding that this is similar to Threads, and it is. This is called Survivors. This is a BBC series from mid-70s, and it had 3 seasons, 3 series, and I did watch the first 3 discs of this series, and yes, this is exactly what I was expecting. Very entertaining British science fiction series, and this is about some sort of a germ warfare gone wrong, and the disease is eerily similar to some other disease that has been currently in the news, because it starts from China, it's a flu, it kills people, but this flu here is much more ferocious than the actual one, because I don't know, maybe there's like under 1% of the population of world remains after this virus. So, okay, what is it about? Well, it's about this group of survivors. They are trying to find other survivors, they are trying to survive, and they try to work together, and they encounter these all kinds of weirdos and all that kind of malicious people and stuff. Like, once again, it's very realistic, very British, and it's starring Ian McCulloch, the guy who made Alien Contamination and also Zombie Flesh Eaters. So this was only like 15 pounds or something. So I think it's a good value for your money. I will put links under this video, so you can maybe if you want to support the channel, you can use these links to get them from Amazon, maybe. Hey, I wanted to mention about these. These were Christmas presents from my Finnish channel viewers. So I unboxed these on Christmas Eve in my Finnish broadcast. So quickly, I want to show also to the Video Talk viewers what kind of treasures I got. Killer Alien, a German Blu-ray release of Tim Kincaid's B-movie Breeders. Now, if you don't know what the Breeders is, it's about these aliens who live in the New York tunnels, in the subway tunnels and in the sewers, and they are trying to inseminate beautiful ladies in New York, and this includes lots of nudity, lots of great effects by the special effects wizard Ed French, and also lots of campy humor, and it was not long. I suspect that this might be coming out from Vinegar Syndrome because it's a very good HD master, and they also put out, I mean the Vinegar Syndrome put already out Tim Kincaid's Mutant Hunt, and I think this would be next in line. I seriously hope that Vinegar Syndrome will be putting out this, because this deserves to be seen a lot. And also another Blu-ray goodie from the donator, Kill and Kill Again. It's a sequel to Kill or Be Killed, and these are kind of funny martial arts pictures from South Africa, if I remember correctly. And they were directed by Ivan Hall, and I didn't have this part 2, and I think both of these are quite good campy fun, and maybe this second one is more like self-aware. It knows that it's kind of a funny and campy, so it tries more to be comedy, but nevertheless these are pretty good martial arts pictures, so check it out. And this I have not yet checked out already, Checkered Flag or Crash, a Scorpion, Kino Lorber release, starring John Don Baker and Susan Sarandon and Larry Hagman, the JR guy from Dallas, but it looks great. And then, finally, can you freaking believe it? Somebody donated, Michael from Helsinki donated this to me, Cup Game. It's a brand new Severin Films release, and actually I watched it with a couple of friends, and we were kind of looking forward to it because it's a Bruno Mattei film for sure. Always Bruno Mattei is a seal of quality, but I don't think this was a terribly good Bruno Mattei film. Puts like an Italian action movie in Saigon. Italian action movie of the 80s in Saigon, and let's let it go from there. And I gotta tell you, why is everybody talking like they were in the 80s? Why is the music like it was from the 80s? And why everybody dresses like, and they have hairstyles like they were from the 80s? I mean, this has got to be set in some sort of alternative 80s reality where, you know, USA is still occupying Vietnam and Saigon. Little bit in the talky side, little bit too long and little bit too boring to be the Bruno Mattei classic that we were expecting. And then also I got VHSs. Haven't seen this, but this looks so damn awesome. Time Burst, The Final Alliance from Action International, directed by some guy called Peter Juval. But this looks great, and it's a Finnish VHS, which I have been searching for a long time. As well as I have been searching for this Bruce Lee and the Shaolin Bronzeman. Well, it should say Shaolin Bronzeman, but for some reason they typed the Shaolin Bronzeman. I don't know what the hell does that mean. That's not even a word. Shaolin Bronzeman. S-C-O-L-I-N. Shaolin. So this hilarious typo has made me to want to search this for my collection, because yeah, I'm a sucker for this martial arts, low budget kung fu flicks. So now I got this. Thanks again for Michael to Helsinki, and finally from Michael Helsinki. Holy shit, why does he keep sending me this? Because this is so awesome, man. New York Ninja, a special Vinegar Syndrome VHS release. Holy shit, I was so cheap that I didn't care to buy this, because this is in NTSC format, and I don't have a video to play back NTSC, but well, I guess I don't have to play back, and probably most of the people who got this in the first place don't have the means to play back this. This is clearly an item for the top of the shelf, and clearly this is a fantastic looking VHS release with Molo clamshell cover. So this is awesome, and this is in my very special place in the shelf, yeah, back there. But these were the donations that I got. I wanted to talk about in this context. Now it's the freaking time to open this goddamn Severin film box. First of all, Born for Hell, and this is the only one that I have seen from this box. And this was directed by some French guy called Denis Hero, and this is kind of a very odd film, because this is based on a real actual serial killer event which had took place in Chicago. But for some reason the makers of the film put this in Belfast during the, you know, IRA and British force, Protestant and capitalists Protestant and Catholics, when they were fighting in the Belfast. So all this is happening in that town during that time period. It's kind of an interesting approach to the film. Yeah, and it was a little bit slow burner, but I liked it. It got everything in this film feels very dirty, and it's like kind of like this type of film that I really like. It's not a classic, but it was a good watch. And then I have not seen it, but I think I have seen sometime this, because I have the VHS also. But this is the Captain Invincible, and I mean the return of Captain Invincible. Alan Arkin and Christopher Lee are starring in this film. It's an Australian film, and it was directed by none other than Philippe Mora, the Australian exploitation expert. And so let's see what this includes, because in addition of the slipcover CD, a soundtrack for the film, and then we have the Return of Captain Invincible theatrical cut, and then we have Return of Captain Invincible, the director's cut. So I don't know which one of these I will be watching. And then we got this cool looking, I don't know what is this even about, original motion picture soundtrack. It's the soundtrack listing. This is always a nice bonus when they include the listing of the tracks in there also. I think this was some sort of superhero musical, and completely bonkers, if I might add also though. So I'm looking forward to see it. It appears to have a great set of extras chairs, and also it's a Christopher Lee film, so what is there not to like? Then, Castle of Creeping Flesh. This is something that I have had long time in my shopping cart for Severin films, but let's see what is inside there, because I have the slipcover version. So this was also released as a regular version, but here is the cool looking slipcover. So if I understand correctly, this is some sort of Euro horror, and this was directed by Percy C. Parker, and is from year 1968. Okay, I have not seen it, can't comment it, but I can comment that this cover looks awesome, and also this slipcover as well. Okay, then Murder Lust. I have the VHS somewhere, and I have seen this film, and this is like this weirdly grim films that I love to watch. This kind of a very badly made maniac style film. So crazy guy goes killing girls, and I do believe that Murder Lust was one of those, and it was one of those really bad ones. But that's not all, because this includes another film from that same director. It's called Project Nightmare, which I have never even heard about this. Would you believe that this film was directed by Donald Jones? He has been called Don Jones. So it took me a while to figure out that it's not the same Don Jones who made The Forest. So there has been two guys called Don Jones who made these weird guy kills people. That's confusing, but really looking forward to paying a visit to this film again, because I remember it was very sucky kind of bad film. But I could also remember falsely. Maybe this was a hidden gem. Who knows? And one more film in the Severin box. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this was the Black Friday exclusive, and of course I had to get this, man, Dario Argento. Yay! Four Flies on a Grey Velvet. I have the Finnish DVD and I have watched it, and it is this was the third one in the so-called Dario Argento's Animal Trilogy. So we have the Ultra HD, very stylish looking disc here, and these all have this very stylish looking style about them. And we have the Blu-ray of this and additional features, extras on their own Blu-ray, and then of course we have the compact disc. So this comes with the soundtrack as well, and yeah, we have the soundtrack listing on this separate piece of cardboard. So great looking packaging, I might add. But as far as I remember, the film was not perhaps Dario Argento's best, but maybe this is the same thing is coming out from Arrow Video, because Arrow Video has been released in Europe, this Dario Argento film. Maybe there's no, at least when I'm recording this, there's no information about such release, but maybe there will be. But hey, I will watch it and give you my review someday. And then we got the Severin stickers. There was one Severin sticker. So there was the Severin box, and hey, I gotta tell you, maybe this is the last Severin box that I ordered, because this got very expensive when I ordered it. First of all, they have increased the shipping fees, and yeah, of course when they send to Finnish they don't have the iOS number, so yeah, I have to pay double. I have to pay the American taxes, and also I have to pay the Finnish taxes when they arrive, and of course the postage fees, they are very expensive now. It's like $45. That's crazy, man. So all in all, these films cost me, was it about $200 if you calculate also the custom fees. So that's a pretty hefty price. So that even if there's sale, that leaves me thinking that these are pretty expensive. It's 5 movies. Only 5 movies, but okay, yeah, gotta admit that this was the most expensive one. This was like $15, and that is a very expensive release. Hey, that's all for this time. If you have some questions, put them in the comments field, and remember to hit that like button, and remember to subscribe to the channel unless you have already done so. And remember to have a great the rest of your day. Hey, I will catch you in the next broadcast or in the next video, and until that, bye bye.